Looking to move to the Lakefront City, aka Leesburg, right here in Central Florida? Well, in this video, I help you decide if you should or if you shouldn't. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Orlando Living with Dee, and if this is your first time, please press that thumbs up button, show us some love, and don't forget the bell icon because we bring you community videos all throughout Central Florida and now Tampa. And if you are looking to buy a brand new home anywhere in Central Florida and Tampa, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show. That's where we bring you 8+ models a month. Now today's video is all about moving to and living in Leesburg. And why wouldn't you want to move to Leesburg? Look at this. I am right here on Lake Harris, which is right by Venetian Bay Park. This is where I'm shooting, and it has a public ramp. And if you are into recreational activities related to the water, you are on the city of the lakefront, which is Leesburg. So that is the #1 draw for moving to and living in Leesburg. Now let's talk about the next pro of moving to and living in Leesburg. So the other pro of moving to and living in Leesburg is the weather. We are here in beautiful sunny Central Florida, and guys, when I talk about the pro and cons, the weather is a big draw, especially with the weather that we've been getting for the last couple of years up north with the snow and the storm and everything else. This is just beautiful. Now, I used to work in Milwaukee and Wisconsin for a while, and I can't tell you, I just seen enough snow for the 3 months, and 3 months in Milwaukee, and then I went to Chicago for another 3 months. And summers are absolutely beautiful, but winters, oh my God, I bow down to you. But if you are looking to come, this is a great place to come because the lifestyle that Leesburg has to offer, the weather. Now this is kind of a two-edged sword because, with the weather, with the warm weather, you got humidity, you got bugs. But if that doesn't bother you because snow bothers you more, then Leesburg is definitely the place to move to. And that leads me to my next pro of moving to and living in Leesburg. The other pro of moving to and living in Leesburg has to do with the cost of living. When you consider the average median cost of a home in Leesburg as compared to the average median cost of home in Orlando, Claremont, Mineola, it's a lot less. The average median price is still in lower 300s. So you can definitely get a bigger bang for your buck. Your lot sizes is more big. And this is a small community, which is kind of a pro and a con in itself, because if you like the big communities with more population and stuff, then that could not be an attractive point for you. But if you like nice peace and quiet, then that definitely fits the bill. So just keep in mind, the pro and cons are just my take, and there's no right, there's no wrong. Now that the pro is over, let's talk about some of the cons of moving to and living in Leesburg. To not feed the alligators, well, that has to be the #1 con of not moving to the city of Lakefront, aka Leesburg. Well, joke aside, whenever you move to Florida, this city is right on the lakefront, Lake Harris, and you're going to have wildlife. You're going to have alligators, you're going to have snakes, you're going to have bugs, you're going to have humidity. It really depends upon if you are an outdoor person. Now, it doesn't really mean that there is an alligator waiting right here for you, because that's not what it is. Because if that would have been the case, I wouldn't be standing so close. However, you do see the alligators every now and then. You mind your business, they mind their business, and we are good. So that is another thing. But if you are going to get petrified, a funny story, my wife, I love dogs, and she thinks, she sees a dog and she'll probably climb a tree before she goes and pat the dog. But I love dogs, and it really depends upon a personal choice, how comfortable you are. And that is not to say that I love alligators, but that is to say it's a personal choice. So if you are comfortable with some sort of wildlife because you feel connected to the nature, then it's probably a good idea. But if you are going to be all scared, and the media has blown this out of proportion, because yes, we do have occasional issues, but it's not that they are right there just waiting for you, waiting for your pet. So now let's talk about the next con of moving to and living in Leesburg. So the other con of moving to and living in Leesburg is its distance. You're just about an hour away to the Orlando International Airport. However, Leesburg has its own international airport. However, there's no commercial flights that come into Leesburg. So it's mainly for recreational purposes or specific business flights where someone charters a plane. But it's not a commercial hub as the MCO is. You're also about an hour 15 minutes away, depending upon the traffic and the time of the day, to all the major theme parks and everything else. So if distance is something that will bother you, then Leesburg may be a little bit further out. And like I always say in almost all my pro and cons, it really has to depend upon you and your family situation. So now let's talk about the last con of moving to and living in Leesburg. So the last con of moving to and living in Leesburg has to do with the population size, because Leesburg itself is a very small town. You just have about 24 square miles, which is much smaller as compared to the neighboring places, you know. However, villages just down the road, which is over 57 square miles. So you have a lot more opportunities over there. And if you don't mind driving down to Orlando, Claremont, then there is more opportunities for you. But if you are looking for a small town where you get a little bit more bang for your buck, then Leesburg is a beautiful place for you to move to. The weather is fantastic, and if you're into recreational, then Leesburg definitely fits the bill if you like boating and anything to do with the water sports. So I hope our videos gives you a lot of value. If they do, please press that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel. And if you are looking for a brand new home, we also have Orlando Home Show and Orlando Home Show in Espanol, because we have a lot of Hispanic community over here. Now, my Spanish is poquito. However, you know, I do have Spanish agent partners. I sure hope that when it's time for you to make that move, you will give us a call. We are here to help and serve you. Our services to you is absolutely free. Until the next community pro and con, thank you for watching, and bye for now.